Hello, I'm going to make a screencastify about how you can share Jamboard with your class so they can write on it, as well as record the meeting and record the meeting while presenting a different screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is get permission from everybody that you can record. Permission granted. Awesome. Let's begin. So to share a Jamboard, which is usually how I personally am blocking out faces in my meetings because I'm sharing the Jamboard through my Google Meets, as well as giving them access to it, you'd go to the triple dots here in your meeting. You're going to go to the whiteboard button at the top, and you're going to choose a Jamboard. You can start a new one, which would start fresh with every class period, and the name of it will pop up in both your Google Drive and for the students as whatever the name of the meeting is. I'm going to choose one from my Drive because I have been working on one. So you're going to open the Jamboard. Normally, though, it'll prompt you on the screen asking you if you want the students to be able to view it or edit it. That is up to you. I can only get usually 17 slides out of it. I share editing privileges, but they normally don't do as much writing as I do on it. So the next thing you need to do is, we got permission for the recording. We have to record this meeting. So accept permission, and it'll give you a beep like that when you are recording. So to avoid seeing people's faces or icons, as you can see on my screen right now, I go to Present Now, I click the entire window, and Share. The reason I click the entire window is because if I'm not using the Jamboard, but I want to show students something else in a tab, all your tabs are visible and easier to click between, like that. So now I'm going to pick which screen I want to stay on, and it is presenting this to everybody. In the meeting, this is what the students can see, but this is also what you're seeing. So that sounded kind of confusing. This is the easier way if you don't want to figure out Screencastify to record. And the reason for that is because if I split this here, it's going to focus in, as you can see on the presentation side of it, on whatever you want it to be looking at. And so when other kids watch the recording, they're not going to see anybody else's faces. They're just going to see this. That is why it is really important to click the entire screen and not just a tab. And keeping that entire screen in the forefront so other kids' faces or icons aren't noticed. I usually ask my students to keep themselves mute during these meetings, and if I want to call on them to help me solve some math problems, then I call on them, but I never click back. And I tell them at the beginning, I'm going to call on you when I need you to answer a question. They can also easily write on their Jamboard their answers if they prefer that too. So you have multiple options. And to stop recording, you click it there, and it's going to save automatically to your Google Drive. The way I upload these into my classroom then afterward, go to my assignment. I did an example of this earlier, kind of. So I'm going to upload a material because I made a combining like terms video with Miss Peterson and That's it. I didn't have students in that example. With Miss Peterson through the Jamboard. I apologize for any sounds you're about to hear. My husband is about to walk in that door. So after you have your material or assignment, doesn't matter, you go to add, you're going to go to your Google Drive, and you are going to click on the video when it shows up. Mine have not finished uploading yet into my Google Drive, but let's pretend this is the video I needed. I'm just going to select it and insert it. And that's it. Post it, schedule to post it. The kids have access to seeing that video because it is shared through the drive. A lot of these videos are way too large to try to even upload on YouTube. I have tried, so this is what I found to be the easiest way. So that is how you upload recordings from your Google Meets into your Google Classroom, as well as sharing the Jamboard and the best way to cover up students' faces while you work. Thank you. Have a good day.